This video is for those of you who were assigned the makeup assignment or the makeup research packet. Um, if you got that, it is going to help you catch up. And once you do it, you do not have to worry about completing any of lessons 1 through 10, right? This will serve as that. So, this is how it goes. So you'll click on it. It says makeup assignment. Um, it says, hi all, if you are getting this assignment, it is because you were a little behind in your work, right? It could be for any reason, right? A loved one was perhaps not feeling so well and you were distracted, or you were just feeling overwhelmed, or you had trouble with internet access. Whatever the reason, it's totally okay. So to make life easier, we have shortened and combined all of the assignments into one document instead of 10. To make up the grade for all the assignments posted so far, please complete this assignment instead, right? This is due on Monday, so you've had almost all week to do it, and we gave extra Thursday and Friday with no new assignments posted so that you would have even more time, and then obviously you have Saturday and Sunday. So, directions. In this one document, you're going to read the 3 short texts. You're then going to fill out the 4 main idea notes per section in that same document. And then at the end, you're going to write a quick tied paragraph using the organizer we give you and the sentence starters. And you can use one of your quotes from this packet. And that is it. Complete this and we will count it as your grade for all the previous assignments. Please, of course, message us or email us or text if you have questions. What I'm going to do right now is actually open this up and walk you through it. And I'm going to read each section aloud. So this is how it looks. And so there are 3 sections of text. There's section 1, what was the American Revolution? And that's what you'll write your tied paragraph on at the end. There is section 2, who did not benefit? And then section 3, who benefit? And then there are note catchers down below, right, for each section. So I'm going to read aloud section 1 and section 2 and section 3. So if you're using this to help you today or this weekend, you can listen to it as you follow along here, and then pause this video as you want to take notes. So you would have this video open in one tab, right? And then in another tab, you would have your own document, the makeup research document, so you can type in the notes. Okay, so it says section 1, what was the American Revolution? This is all from Howard Zinn's A Young Person's Guide to American History. So it says, in 1763, the British defeated France in the 7 Years' War, called the French and Indian War, in the colonies. This kicked France out of North America and stopped and protected the colonies. Britain needed taxes, right, money, from the colonists to help pay for the war. Colonists had already suffered during the war, right, because it was fought in North America, where we are now, and now they didn't want to pay for it. So the idea is there, you would stop then, pause this video, right? In your document, you're going to scroll down to section 1 and write something about what this first jot was about. For example, this was about how the colonists did not want to pay for England's war. So you could do that. Then the idea is you'll scroll back up or you'll press play of this video and keep reading the texts, the text chunks. So next part. Unemployment and poverty were rising in the colonies, right? The colonies are here in the 13 colonies in North America. Poor people wandered the streets begging. At the same time, the rich colonists controlled fortunes worth millions in today's dollars. So there's really wealthy and really poor people in the colonies in the 1700s. There were many very poor people, but only a few very rich people. hardship made some colonists restless and even rebellious. You can pause here, scroll down to your document, which is open in another tab, and jot what the second chunk of text is about, right? It could be something like, there were lots of poor people and a few super wealthy in the 13 colonies, right? All right, I'm going to continue with this first reading. Third chunk of text. As time went on, in the colonies, feelings against the British grew stronger. After 1768, 2,000 British troops were stationed. So the English, sent 2,000 troops over to America, or the American colonies, and were stationed in Boston to collect taxes and police the colonists. At a time when there were not many jobs, these soldiers began taking the jobs of working people. On March 5th, hi sweetie, 1770, conflict between local workers and the British soldiers broke into a conflict called the Boston Massacre. Soldiers fired their guns at a crowd of demonstrators. I'm going to finish reading. Lou, I'm going to read this. This is my son. I'll be done before your morning night, okay? You can jump there or sit. Okay. So you guys get the idea. I'm just going to read the rest of this text aloud, and when you get to the chunks yourselves, you can take notes. Okay, I'm just going to read this first section, and you guys can do the second and third ones yourselves. Okay. So then it says, leaders in Boston planned actions against the British. One of their actions was the Boston Tea Party. Hey, Lou. Of 1773. To protest the tax on tea, a group of colonists took the cargo from a British ship and dumped it into the Boston harbor. Britain's answer to the Boston Tea Party was a set of new, stricter laws. A pamphlet called Common Sense became very popular in America. It argued that sticking to Great Britain would do the colonists no good and that separating from Britain would do them no harm. He reminded his readers of all the wars that Britain had dragged them into, and of the lives and money those wars had cost them. Quote, everything that is right and reasonable pleads for separation. The blood of the slain, the weeping voice of nature cries, 'tis time to part. Every harsh act of British control made the colonists more rebellious. The first military clash between colonists and British troops came at a battle called Lexington and Concord, and it happened in April 1775. Afterwards, the Continental Congress decided on separation from Great Britain. Thomas Jefferson wrote a Declaration of Independence. He wrote, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it, and to institute new government. Next, the Declaration listed the unjust or harmful acts of the British king. It described his people as it described his rule as tyranny or oppression, that is, rule by force without fairness. The Declaration called for the people to control their government, not the king. It reminded them of the bad things Britain had cost them. Okay, so hopefully you paused after every little chunk of text, or every couple chunks of text, and added in your third and fourth and fifth and sixth notes, right? Now what you should do is cut and paste. So this is the Howard Zinn text, right? And for each section, you're going to choose a sentence that you think was interesting and cut and paste it into the evidence box. So it could be, so for the first section, right, you're going to scroll back up and choose a sentence, right? It could be this sentence: unemployment and poverty were rising in the colonies. You could copy and paste it into that evidence box. Or a lot of the first sentences of each chunk of text are really good. As time went on in the colonies, feelings against the British grew stronger, right? So anything that stands out to you as interesting and also that might help explain what was the American Revolution, why did it happen, you cut and paste down here into section 1, evidence box. Okay, so that's the main part of the work. So now you can go back and read section 2, which is pretty short to yourself, 1, 2, 3, 4 little chunks about who did not benefit once the American Revolution had happened, and jot down some notes into section 2. And then scroll back up to section 3, who did benefit from the American Revolution, who benefited. And there's a few more chunks of text there. Jot your notes here, just 4 notes for that whole piece and another quote. And then you're mostly done, okay? If you get that far and you feel like you need to take a break for today, go for it. And then you have Saturday and Sunday to write your tied paragraph, and we helped you. So your topic sentence is started here for you. The American Revolution happened because, and you can erase the dots and write your own answer, right? Topic sentence. Then scroll down to your evidence, right? We helped you. The American Revolution was when, and explain when it happened, where it happened. We gave you this intro to the evidence sentence. According to Howard Zinn's A Young Person's History of the United States, he says, and just leave that there, and right here, copy and paste your quote to explain what the American Revolution was. And then add 2 sentences of evidence. My son is curious what is going on. Explain the evidence. Explain how your quote shows why the American Revolution happened, right? You might start, this shows that the American Revolution happened because ... right? If you have any questions while you're doing this today and Saturday and Sunday, please feel free to email anytime during those 3 days, due Monday. And again, it counts as lessons 1 through 10. So when you finish and submit it, you'll be 100% up to date, okay? Alrighty, I hope this was a little bit helpful. Please let us know if we can help anymore.